Well, the foul wasn't called, so it has to be clear and obvious.
And the check is happening.
DK took a hit. Oh, penalty. Wow, the game just took a big turn potentially for the worse.
Welcome into Replay presented by Cheez-It. I'm Andrew Wiebe with Charlie Davies. MLS Week 27 in the book, Chuck, and we got 4 plays. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 2 words.
Let's go.
73rd minute, New England, Orlando. New England chasing history, Orlando chasing form. Something, a win. It is 2-1 Revs. Mauricio Pereira knocks it into the box. Daryl Dike is there. So is Andrew Farrell. Daryl Dike goes down. It looks like he got fouled, man. And referee Rosendo Mendoza says, oh yes, that's a penalty. No hesitation, points to the spot. What do you think, Chuck? You called this game. What was your take?
Wiebe, you know my take. You can hear it on the broadcast. But what I will tell you is there was not a definitive angle that showed me that this was a pen.
There also wasn't a definitive angle that I think would be clear and obvious to overturn it. But I'm with you, man. This does not look like a penalty. I'm looking for some telltale contact. I'm looking for a coming together. I'm looking for a foul, Charlie, and frankly, I don't see it. I think Andrew Farrell might have won this ball, but we don't have good angles from the broadcast feed or on the melt that we went over. In that case, while I don't think it's a penalty, I could not support a review and an overturn given the evidence that we have. We got a theme going here, Charlie. Minnesota-Houston, 17th minute, Loons up 1-0. Ethan Finley latches onto this loose ball, and then I don't know what shot this is, but it's sort of a spinner, gets knocked up in the air, it's on the goal line. Minnesota is awarded the goal by referee Alan Chapman. The Loons broadcast crew say 100% this ball crossed the line. Charlie, I am not at 100%.
And neither am I. There's no way you can call this 100% a goal. How many times have we been fooled by angles and depth perception on this very show? There's not a clear and obvious angle that would say that this was a goal. However, there is no way you could overturn the goal call without a clear and obvious angle as well.
Exactly. That's where it comes in. It's got to be clear and obvious. And while we're sitting here saying less than 100%, that's a telltale, folks. That means you can't overturn it because we don't have the evidence to support it. Here we go. On to play number 3, 37th minute of the New York Derby. It's 2 in 1 week. 0-0. Drew Yearwood, Tati Castellanos. Oh, God, Charlie, that looks like a red card. And by God, my mentions are full of people saying, why didn't Tati get sent off? He didn't even get a card on this play. Can you explain this to me?
Wiebe, I'm at a loss of words just like you are. Tati Castellanos does win the ball. However, his studs are exposed, excessive force above the calf. For me, that is always going to be a red card. It's a dangerous play, and Drew Yearwood could have been seriously injured.
And that's the key, Charlie. Serious foul play, worthy of a red card, a tackle or challenge that endangers the safety of an opponent. Or, that's key right there, it's not and, uses excessive force or brutality. That must be sanctioned as serious foul play. I think it certainly endangers the safety of Drew Yearwood, and I think that's excessive force. Watch Yearwood's leg bow right there. He is lucky not to be really injured on this one. Here's what you might be asking yourself. Was this play checked? I think there is no doubt about it. VAR Carol Ann Chainard certainly looked at this one. She must have decided that it wasn't clear and obvious serious foul play. And it doesn't matter for those of you yelling about Tati getting the ball. When he extends the leg, exposes the studs, and gets contact with that level of force, I think he's made his bet. In my opinion, that's serious foul play and a red card.
Spot on, Phil. Just for old time's sake, freeze frame, hit it. That's what I thought. Let's move on.
Here's our 4th and final play, folks. 93rd minute. Vancouver holding on to a 1-0 lead. Dallas desperate for an equalizer. They need points to keep that playoff dream alive. Here comes a cross in the penalty area. Hader Obrian goes up for it. He goes down. Nothing is called by referee Kevin Stott, and play continues. But Jeff Gamble, the VAR, gets in his ear. And he says, Kevin, go to the monitor. And what does Kevin Stott see? He sees a PK, Charlie, and I think that's what you see too.
I do, Wiebe. Patrick Metcalf throws his arm, not playing the ball, not even knowing where the ball is, across Hader Obrian's face. In my opinion, this is a clear and obvious pen. There's not too many times where a striker who's making a run to the box can get a pen before the ball gets to him. In this case, it is.
Clear penalty, and that's it for us. We thank you for jumping up into our mentions every single week with all the plays. we might not have seen or that you want us to take a closer look at. Use the hashtag Instant Replay. Our Twitter handles are right here as always. Huge thanks to our producer, Rich Fernandez, our editor, Phil Levanco, and to all of you who consume this every single week. We'll see you next time.